welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's video because today we're going to see who is coming towards you to return back again in love. We're going to see why this person is coming back, why they're reaching out. This could be a full-on past relationship, or this could be a situationship. This could be something surface level that didn't come to full fruition. We shall see, but we're really seeing who's going to come towards you, who's going to be returning back to you primarily, and why, their intentions, their love offers. So that's our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all my readings. For group one, we have the Zebra Stone, and we'll be using the Witch's Garden Tarot. For group two, we have the Rose Quartz, and we'll be using the Lovely Ladies Tarot. For group three, we have the Labradorite, and we'll be using the Gilded Tarot. And for group four, we have the Sunstone, and we'll be using the Golden Wheel Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the Green Zebra Stone and the Witch's Garden Tarot, this is your reading. Oh, we got the Four of Wands coming out on the table as I'm cutting the deck. One of our marriage cards in the tarot. So right away getting a sign of a more serious energy, but we shall see. Tapping in to see who is coming back towards you in love. Why? What do they want? What will they say? What is their intention, their love offer, all that good stuff, Spirit. For group one with the Green Zebra Stone, please show us who is coming towards group one, who is returning to group one. Right away, we got the Appearances card that came out, and that just gags me because right away I'm feeling an energy of a glow up, group one. If you recently had a glow up, it could be mind, body, soul, either category. This person is definitely noticed and they're feeling that. They're feeling you and they're coming back towards you. They are not slick. They were definitely at least partially motivated to come back towards you because of that glow up that you had with the Appearances card coming out right away. And ironically, weirdly, we have the Harmony card that has come out too. So I'm right away picking up on almost like a player energy who takes themselves too seriously, really puts themselves up on a pedestal. And, you know, it's good to do that for confidence reasons, but not, you know, every situation. You don't got to be the baddest in the room. You could just literally be a human being, not a human doing sometimes. But some people, they disagree. They feel like if I'm going to be, especially in a relationship or even a friendship with someone, they got to match my flyer. They got to match my energy. So I don't know. It's a little sus right away. First two cards out we're getting is Appearances and Harmony. Yeah, that sounds like someone who's like, oh, you don't have that glow up. Yeah, now I could see us together as a couple. That's the vibe it's giving me right away. Appearances, it says projecting an image, being in the spotlight, and narcissistic personality. So this could be someone who's popular on social media, or someone who wants to build a brand on social media, someone who's been trying to do social media for a long time. Maybe they haven't really been able to level up by themselves. So they're looking for like someone who's going to come together like some sort of power couple or admirable couple and be that girl, that guy together, or, you know, that guy, that girl, whatever dynamic you guys have. Appearances matter to them 100%. Harmony, it says working well together, being in tune, and building deep trust. I also am getting a vibe of this person may have tested you by ghosting you or stepping back from the connection. And I feel like that was to see if you would chase them or if you would focus on yourself. You leveling up as you were focusing on yourself was just a bonus. But I am picking up that for some of you, this person feels more confident because say they were busy. It's an excuse, you know, like they actually have an excuse and it's not a situation. I don't know why it's going in and out of blurry. Let me pull some more cards. But say, you know, there is something that this person was doing, like focusing on work, and that really kept them, busy. They really couldn't connect with you as much. I'm definitely feeling like, let me cover her face. I feel like that'll help too. I'm definitely feeling like this person feels like, okay, I see that group one will continue to grow and level up and become even better and better without me. We also have the moving card. Group one, I'm seeing for you, the person that's returning back to your life definitely doesn't feel like a full-on ex. I'm not getting anything quite yet that's super deep. I'm getting more surface level appearances thing, kind of like making your decision, making your mind up. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's going in and out of focus. I'm like, should I wipe the camera or what? I don't know what's making the camera trip out and going out of focus. But, this person, I definitely see them, kind of biting their words. I feel like they're feeling guilty. I feel like on their end, they're kind of trying to project that, oh, this was an us thing. Oh, I messed up the whole deck, so I'm going to fix that. I feel like they were trying to make it mutual, like we have a to and fro going on, but I'm not feeling for everyone that it's necessarily a negative thing. For some of you in your situation, this person may have genuinely been busy, or maybe you were even busy, but I definitely see you moving forward, moving up. For those of you who are moving up, getting a new apartment, getting a better situation, even getting a better car, I see this person coming back and they're biting their words and they're wanting to be a part of your life because you have everything that they wanted you to have while you guys were talking, or you have everything like that they wanted to see. Now they've seen that, okay, you are that girl, that guy, that person, and they're wanting to be close to you. But I'm telling you, group one, watch out for this person because they're not fooling me. It's giving opportunist. It's giving opportunist straight up. Moving says moving in together, getting a new home and going away. So for some of you, this is not about you getting a new home, but this person coming on super heavy, trying to almost like build a life with you right away. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group one? Who will be coming towards group one? Who will be returning towards group one? Yeah, this person, I will say, they're falling in love with you, and I feel like they're, Spirit is showing me like an image of a cartoon character with their tongue out their mouth and they're going crazy as the girl walks by. Spirit is showing me that. We got falling in love and wooing. My goodness, this is going to be like whiplash for some of you because in the past, this person was not in this energy, and now to see them like giving you so much time, energy, attention, for some of you, it'll be quite a bit weird and even hard to take because it's like, okay, but I'm getting this now. I wanted this before. Falling in love, it says enchanting love. Wooing says seeking, searching, encountering, and chasing. 1000%, I see them full on chasing you, trying to get you to move in with them. It looks like they're looking for something super serious. And we did have the Four of Wands that was sitting at the bottom of the deck for a minute. And that can be a card that's associated with moving in together, starting a family, growing out of your old home, moving into a new one. So I'm getting that vibe. That's what I see. Like, they're definitely looking for something long lasting. They're really trying to hurry up and lock it down with you for whatever reason. They've fallen in love with you. They feel like you're attractive. They're drawn to you and they're trying to win you over. They're wooing you. They're, first of all, I said like seeking and searching. So this person is looking for you everywhere. That could be on social media, looking for your number, connecting with other people, any mutuals that you guys have in common, trying to see if they can give them some information. Like, I do see them doing, very much so doing the most, but also chasing you when they do, see you. So they could be trying to align themselves with you, going to places that you would typically go to. If you're seeing this person back to back to back, it's not at all a coincidence. We have misunderstanding and step forward. So you know what? For everyone, it's not that this person was testing you or needing to see something. For a small portion of you, it really is more genuine, where it's like there was a misunderstanding. It says misinterpretation, misinformation, and ineffective communication. So it was really just a matter of getting on the right page, getting on the same page, really, and connecting in a genuine way, or at least that's what they're trying to say, that, it was a misunderstanding before. So they're definitely going to be trying to convince you of that, trying to convince you that, no, I wasn't avoidant before, but for some of you, it really was a situation going on. at the time that, you know, things were more straightforward between the two of you, when you would have been able to kind of pop things off. And now we're in a better space, and this person is, you know, they're going for it. Step forward, it says acceleration, bringing forward and making progress. So ultimately they do want progress. They want progress and development in this situation, straight up. They want to be close to you, connected with you, and they want something long-term with you. This person is coming towards you. For some of you, you'll know based on your situation. If that described them to a T before with the appearances card, okay, we're talking, you know, you're on the side of, okay, this person, they were kind of testing you or waiting for you to match their fly. Now they're seeing that now they're chasing you like you're the most, you know, beautiful thing they've ever seen. Now they're eating their words. You know, they were dragging their feet before, but now they're like, you know, in hot pursuit of you. And for the rest of you, there really was something holding you back. And I will say, if there was something holding your person back, they will communicate that to you. And that's how you're going to know which side you're on. Because if there was a misunderstanding genuinely, and they were like dealing with something with work, or it was a complex situation or dynamic, and they really couldn't overcome whatever they were going through to, you know, connect with you and move forward with you sooner, they're going to admit that. So that's going to be basically how you know. So Spirit, what will happen moving forward? What will they say? What will they do? Yeah, Eight of Swords. They're admitting that they were tied up with something before. And we got the Three of Cups, a fateful harvest kind of energy I get here with all the fall colors and the fates standing around the water. There's a strong energy here of this person being released from Eight of Swords, whatever was holding them back. Or if there is something that's still currently holding them back, because it is Eight of Swords in upright position, representing more current energy, they're going to be letting you know about that, identifying it, and giving you the ability to say, okay, I do choose to engage in this situation, or I don't. They're going to be at least giving you the full information, the full tea. And Three of Cups also communicating that they're wanting to explore what fate has to offer. Three of Cups can be a card of engagement as well, and celebrations. We got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords reversed. This person is wanting to shift out of the position that they're in. I feel like whatever they have going on has been holding them back for a long time, and they don't want to accept that for themselves anymore. Ten of Swords reverse. You know what? My life is not over. I still have a chance to do, you know, this now. I can engage now, and I can be in a beautiful relationship. So I'm going to take that opportunity instead of denying myself that, or I'm going to give this other person the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to engage in that, or yes, you know what? I can work with that. Let's move forward, instead of just denying myself and not giving the other party any chance to say or, you know, do anything to come to a common ground. So we got the Nine of Swords reversed. They don't want to worry about whatever is plaguing them or holding you back. This person is not wanting to make excuses. And even so, even if there was a misunderstanding, I'm telling you, that glow up is what did it for them, though. Still, the glow up had a huge impact. You can be feeling right now, Group 1, that luck is turning in your favor as well. We got the Ten of Wands showing up reversed. You know, we got a 10-10 moment here. They're both showing up reversed, and it's the heavy Ten of Wands. We like Ten of Cups. We like Ten of Pentacles. So this would be the ones we would want showing up reversed, if anything, and they are. So I feel a turning of your luck that's going to positively impact your relationship environment, the kind of partners you attract, and your relationship patterns, whatever you've been dealing with. I see it leveling up and getting better. We got the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups reversed. So this is a work in progress, but they're letting you into their world, letting you into their mind, and at least giving you the opportunity to say, okay, well, I actually have an idea. Or, you know what, yeah, it's better for us to continue to work on ourselves. Or, well, actually, I kind of opened myself to other options, or I'm celibate at this time, I'm not dating at this time. At least, you know, this person is putting the ball a bit in your court so that you can make a decision with them versus them just being in the driver's seat and deciding everything. So that'll be really nice. That's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Rose Quartz and the Lovely Ladies Tarot, This is your reading, tapping in to see who will return back to you or come towards you in love. Why? Why is this person returning to you? Why are they coming towards you? What will they say, do? What do they want? And speaking of, first card out for you, group 2, is future plans. And that is exactly how I was going to word it too. And I kind of got a chill when it came out before I even got to finish my sentence. So that's very interesting. Future plans. I was wondering what their future plans were. And here we are. Spirit is telling us what's going on here. All right. Oh, okay. So this person, there was definitely something going on. We have the money card, and this is what it's all rooted in. The card, it says money is an issue, financial support, settlement, or alimony. Interestingly enough, I'm really drawn to alimony, and I'm drawn to alimony because we have the forbidden card that came up as well. So for a small portion of you, this could be a forbidden connection. I just did a reading on that. And this could be like this person maybe in a marriage when they meet you and them having to get the divorce process and make that settlement. For some of you, this is more of a situation where this person, I'm actually hearing that they're feeling like they're out of your league. So I'm feeling like you're forbidden in the sense that you're, way above their pay grade or way above their whatever they personally feel like they should be able to reach in this life. There's these invisible kind of barriers between us and society, and certain people genuinely feel like they shouldn't be able to date someone that's higher up than them in any way. There's a sense of shame for some people. So for some of you, I'm seeing that this is someone who immediately saw you, was attracted to you, but it's giving baddie energy, or honestly, even worse, it's giving like, luxury aesthetic. I feel like that just really, turns the dagger for them. If it's like not even kind of the modern baddie, but it's more like the rich laugh archetype, the country club archetype. Oh, that's just even worse. And I'm feeling like this person feels like this is forbidden because they feel like they shouldn't have big dreams of being with you if they can't meet your expectations, especially if you're someone who's vocal about your expectations or wanting a provider or living or wanting to live a certain lifestyle. The card, it says clandestine affairs, family disapproval, and secret pleasures. So maybe this is someone who it started off as just a physical situation, maybe even a sugaring situation with the money element there. And now they're catching real feelings and they're like, well, would my family approve of this? Or if you come from different religions, cultures, background, there could be some family tension there. This person is wanting to break free from the dynamic you currently have and pursue more, though. We got friends and future plans. So on one end, I feel like a friend vibe where this person feels very comfortable with you. They feel like you're good people. But also I'm feeling more of a vibe where they want to break free from the friend zone and get into like a strictly romantic energy with you versus just, kind of being friends. They're kind of over that. Friends, it says being friends first, growing into love, and being put in the friend zone. Maybe you friend zoned them at some point or they felt like you did. Future plans, it says making plans together, envisioning your future, and taking steps towards your goals. So they're showing up in that energy now. They're wanting to move towards something more long lasting with you. And I'm really curious to see what that is. Ooh, for a small portion of you, I'm getting a very specific message that this person comes from a culture where marriage is expected. Marriage is typically arranged by family, or marriage is something that people agree to right away. We got the forced marriage card here, and it says loss of freedom or excessive interference. So we got two cards talking about other parties being involved, but specifically like familial type of connections being super involved. So I am getting that for some of you. Maybe this connection, that would actually make a lot of sense to me, is forbidden because quite literally in their culture, you have to be under the same religion to date, or you have to marry to date. You can't do things out of order. And now this person is trying to hurry up and lock it down. We got count pairs coming out here. It says narcissistic, attractive, noble, and sincere. So I feel like at the end of the day, this person definitely, honestly, is giving a bit of strong masculine energy, but not necessarily a bad thing, but definitely more traditional, where they expect to be able to lead, or they expect to be the head of the household. You know, it's less of you have a similar role than them, but it can also come with some benefits, like you wouldn't be expected to take care of the household financially, or you could kind of be no thoughts, head empty, and have someone, you know, kind of settle everything for you as you just kind of sit back, sit pretty. So it really depends on your personal vibe, whether you'd be into this or not. But that's the energy I'm seeing in. They are noble, they are sincere, but they're attractive, and they be feeling themselves, and they're a bit narky, a bit narcissistic there. We got secret help. It says keeping secrets and anonymous goodwill. So I feel like you have a friend that's in your corner, or a friend that's in their corner that's, you know, kind of motivating them and telling them, okay, it's not the end of the world if you engage in this connection. It's going to be okay. Family will get over it. They'll learn to accept it, or we can meet in the middle. You know, maybe we can do a conversion situation, or maybe we can, you know, find some common ground. They had to get their money together to be with you. And honestly, that could be something they didn't even let you know, because they knew that things would have to move in that direction, because they're the one who comes from that culture. So they know what would be expected of them. So they just immediately locked in. And in that traditional masculine dynamic, again, there's positives, there's negatives. The masculine dynamic does not typically like to explain everything that they're doing. That's one of the negatives that come from being in this dynamic. So you just have to kind of accept, or not accept, but decide if you can accept it or not. Because if you can't, it might be better to open up your options sooner rather than later, or immediately have a conversation about that so they can know, compromise, compromise, compromise. We got resisting. It says, face your heart, do not follow blindly. So Spirit is saying, put up a fight. Don't make it too easy for them. But also, you know, don't immediately just surrender to anything before you decide what you want, and make sure you're getting that more importantly. So take your time, resist, do not follow blindly, immediately go with, you know, their plan. Even if you're eager as well to get down the aisle or lock into something, give yourself more time, and make sure you're, you know, thinking everything through. Face your heart and what you really want. If you feel like, I feel like I could do a little bit better, lean into that. Lean into that and open up. See what else comes along. Good time for manifesting as well, when someone's giving you a love offer, so you can decide, do I want this or do I want something else? Spirit, go ahead and send me something else. Let me see what that's giving, and then I'll make a decision. So Spirit, what are they going to say? And what is that official love offer coming from this person? We got the Lovers card here and the Queen of Wands. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Someone coming in a very spicy, hot energy, wanting to take a lot of action. Someone ambitious, someone with a lot of life force. Oh, we got the Four of Cups here. Spirit is like, yeah, just because someone feels like you're the light of their life, they want a relationship with you. Queen of Wands, remember who you are. Remember you are a baddie in your own right. And Four of Cups, just like she is holding her bouquet of flowers, minding her business, looking beautiful on this Four of Cups card, and you got all these cups in her faces, all these love offers people are trying to make her. She's got her eyes closed. She is focused within. She's like, I'm tuned in with myself, and I'm going to decide what I want slowly but surely. I won't be rushed into anything. That's exactly how Spirit is wanting you to be. Closed off until you know that this is what you want, so that you don't, waste your time. Also, taking things slow is very important, and honestly, that's how you reveal people's true intentions. People can only hold up a mask so long, or future fake for so long. Time is really the thing that's going to show you what someone's truly about, what they can naturally hold space for and carry. We got the Magician and the Hermit reverse. Spirit is wanting you to have fun and open up your energy. I'm telling you, group 2, this is a really good time to do some goddess work, some God work on yourself, open up your energy and to charm yourself. So underrated to work through your own energy and magic. But the fastest magic goes through when it's directly related to you. So instead of like trying to call towards opportunities or a specific person, literally focus on you, your own energy, and make yourself just a magnet and program your energy, your aura with the things that you want or the energy that you want. And work in reverse. When you're working on yourself, you already have that consent there, so there isn't a bunch of challenges Spirit has to work through. Everything just boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, unfolds so much quicker. So if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, take that time to state what you're looking for. We got the Emperor reverse and the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, Spirit is really wanting you to take things slow because this person isn't perfectly where they need to be either. With the Emperor reverse, this person still has some toxic, it feels like toxic masculinity in the sense that we already got Count Paris coming up before talking about some narky tendencies. I was seeing through reading between the lines in the reading, they weren't exactly explaining what they were doing, but they were doing a lot for you. But that's how people kind of guilt and manipulate you into being a sheep, as they're just taking all the action. And it doesn't give you equal, kind of footing in that relationship. So that has to be struck down. That's not going to work for most people. Now, some people it is, because it's like, you know what? That sounds like my dream. To turn off my brain and then just let the person that I love take care of me? Hell yeah. But for some people, that doesn't fly. That doesn't work. So decide your terms. Write down now what it is that you need and what cannot, repeat, so that you can communicate that when they're, coming towards you, so they can lock in right away. We have what you give will come back. So I do see you getting a return on your investment. If you had been very patient or very giving and loving in this situation, I do see the tables turning, and I see you on the other end of that, and this person kind of proving to you that this is where they want to be and you're the person that they want. So that'll be a nice change of pace for sure. That is what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Labradorite and the Gilded Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is coming towards you or back to you in love. Why? What will they say? What is their love offer, their true intentions? We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group 3. With the Labradorite, please show us who is going to return back to group 3 in love. Ooh, first 2 cards out, we got Love Potion, Harmony, and then we got Forbidden coming out. You guys, I ain't even gonna lie, this person could be practicing, darker magic to connect with you. This person could be someone who has been following you, I'm not getting an extreme kind of way, but definitely watching you on social media at the minimum. For more extreme cases, maybe so. But for you, group 3, I'm feeling like there's a forbidden element to this connection. So this person is willing to do things that are more taboo to be with you, things that they wouldn't typically pursue. Love Potion in this deck also refers to like extreme attraction as well. So it could be more talking about how this person is like dangerously attracted to you at this time, uncontrollably drawn to you, as if they had taken a love potion, and it's more about their attraction. The card, it says irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow and letting your heart lead. I'm picking up for like one of you. There is something about following is really sticking out. And it's, again, not physical, not like they're, following you around, nothing crazy like that. But I am feeling like maybe you shared so say this is like a coworker and you shared your social media with other coworkers, but they never officially followed you, or they asked you for your socials or something like that, but never officially like messaged you, or nothing really came of it. I'm seeing that this person has been really feeling like they want to. So I feel like it was an ego thing that they didn't take action before. Harmony, it says working well together, being in tune, and building deep trust. So this person does get that vibe from you. They do feel like you're someone that they can trust, and they do feel like they're ready to move forward, ready to at least see where things go or what things could be with you. But we have the Forbidden card here. So there is some element to this connection that makes them second guess if they should really go for it or how to go about it, at least. If it needs to be more private, it says clandestine affair, family disapproves, or secret pleasures. So you could be someone that this person hasn't let it be known that they date. So say they've always gone, completely like the straight route. Yep, that's, what I got going on. And they never admitted or told anyone or maybe even explored any other connections with other types of people. This could be a situation where this person is wanting to, explore, and maybe they have a secret pleasure or a secret type that they haven't been presenting to have. Something about this connection is forbidden to some degree, and they're wanting to move, into it. We got the journaling card. Wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to be in that kind of mindset with the love potion energy that we got before, but we did get harmony. Definitely a positive card. Talking all about building trust, working well together. So I do feel like this person is, it feels like someone who has the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other, and the devil's like, get that love spell, get them herbs and get that love spell, and bring Shawty over here. She ain't got a choice. And the angel on the shoulder is like, no, let's come into harmony. Let's follow this person, connect with this person, talk to them. Let's journal through our feelings. And this person is just fighting for their life in the middle, trying to make the best decision. Journaling, it says creative release, keeping track of patterns and exploring feelings. I'm also really drawn to writing. For some of you, you may be like dating a singer or someone who makes content, and they may be making content related to you in some way. Spirit, for group 3, who is coming back towards them in love? So this is definitely giving, for some of you, honestly, it could have been a full-on relationship because they very much so seem to be invested. I can't tell quite yet if that's because they have a history with you, they've dealt with you for a long time, you guys had titles in the past, or if it's more of an obsession kind of thing that's driving them to those extremes. But it feels like this is someone who knows you very well. It feels like this is someone who's been in your life for a while. But for some of you, it's been a weird social media thing, or like some way, somehow it's been indirect. We got romantic night. So Spirit is showing me for some of you that you had a romantic night with this person a while ago, like maybe even over a year ago for some of you. And then there's just been this back and forth since then. One really memorable, noticeable night where you guys it feels like first met or first explored things. And then since then, you guys haven't explored it. That's how this is feeling. Feeling like something that's been going on for a while though. Okay, we have the nurse and romantic night. I feel like this person is really trying to go in a different direction though. We got determination and forced marriage here. The nurse, it says kindness, loving, and realistic. So I take that as them trying to nurse this relationship, and maybe they do have a person in their life, in their corner, that's working them through things. Maybe they're getting readings, and maybe that's why they have access to, love potions. Maybe they've even taken a love potion, something where it's like, all right, well, let me just make myself super charming and attractive and have group 3 come towards me. If you've been feeling like you're under spell, with this person, yeah, that could be true. And could be something that they kind of trickily put on themselves, which ironically, I was just telling group 1 about how doing magic on yourself is the most powerful, potent, and quick. Moves the quickest without resistance because you're just literally working on your own energy. You're already consenting. There's no obstacles. You're already saying, yes, I want this. Therefore, I'm manifesting this. So it just kind of boom, boom, boom. And yeah, for some of you, there could be a situation where this person, maybe they have a necklace, a charm. Yeah, Spirit is showing me something they carry around with them that makes them more attractive, or maybe they did some work on themselves. Determination, it says courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, and firmness. So I see them coming towards you with clear communication. I see them even babying you a bit if they have to, especially with that nursing energy, trying to be kind, loving, realistic, like, okay, I understand that you have your reservations, or I understand you may not trust me, so let me give you the time, the space, and interaction with me to grow that. And they're coming through, you know, quite determined. We got forced marriage and romantic night. Forced marriage, it says loss of freedom and excessive interference. So maybe there was a situation where you guys could see each other more in the past. Maybe for a small portion of you, there was like a little bit of a hater in your energy that separated you. So yeah, Spirit is showing me like Patrick and SpongeBob. That's so funny. Spirit knows how to communicate to me because I love me some SpongeBob. I really do. I'm a 90s kid. But yeah, Spirit is showing me, like, you know how you're working a job and you have that one coworker that you're talking all shift with. Someone could have framed something, your interaction with this person, as distracting or something that was unfair or shouldn't be done, and caused some separation, drove a wedge between the two of you, or maybe they just inserted themselves every time they saw you together, tried to make things awkward. It's not all in your head. People do that kind of all day, every day. So yeah. Romantic night, it says romantic entanglement, physical encounter. So seems like you've shared a kiss or a night with this person, or there was some significant night that was very magical and romantic. It feels very whimsical, very story-like, and it feels like even though you guys have known each other for a while, I don't know that all of you have been in a relationship. I'm saying the majority of you probably honestly haven't. And this person is wanting to go forward now after doing some shadow work, journaling, coming into harmony with themselves, accepting their feelings for you, even if they're forbidden in some way. And they're wanting to pursue it. Now we got the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Page of Swords can also represent like someone who is newly available, coming in with new communication, even though they've been around for a while. So that's kind of lining up with what I was getting. And we also have the Page of Wands here. This person wants to explore you physically, but they also want to have some deeper conversations and take action towards you in a more swords kind of way that's more official, more, you know, longevity based, you know, has got more weight, more structure to it. We got the Three of Pentacles reversed. So to be honest, I do see that this person is a bit resistant to the universe. You may have had a spiritual conversation with this person and it was like, you know, seeing a deer in headlights, they're just looking shocked and like, this is out of my comfort zone, or this is out of what I'm used to. My goodness. Three of Pentacles reversed isn't the best sign. That's a sign of someone who has a stubborn personality, someone who can be like, even if it's to my benefit, if you're trying to tell me what to do, I'm not going to do it. So this could be someone who self-sabotages through being a bit just kind of childish and maybe rebellious. Page of Wands, they want something new with you. Definitely want to explore some fun and passion. Page of Swords, moving in more of a structured direction. Even though it's the page, it's still, you know, a more, you know, structured energy than like Wands, more creative based. So still good. But then we got the Seven of Swords. So there's definitely a secret this person is still hiding, not gonna lie. This person could be coming to you with a love offer of keeping something on the low, being in an official exclusive relationship, but secretly. Especially if there's something bigger that makes this forbidden, like either party is married, or say they're like childhood friends with your sibling, you know, any teacher-student dynamic, any sort of dynamic that would be kind of crazy. That could, if that's still a factor, then yeah, this person is coming to you with an offer of maintaining that. So I don't see that they're exactly ready to quit that job or leave that relationship, but they still want a taste of you. So you'll have to decide if that's something you can go for or not. I guess it depends on the situation and the dynamic. I feel like it'd be easier if it was like a manager-employee situation. Still forbidden, but likely both parties will be fine even if it doesn't work out. But if it's like anything like really complicated, you'll have to think about that. We got the Ten of Cups with the Four of Wands reversed. So yeah, not gonna lie, Four of Wands, one of our marriage cards, and so is Ten of Cups. Definitely a part of long-term stability, long-term relationships. Both of those showing up reversed is saying that this person is looking to have something forbidden with you. They want to explore the connection. Page of Wands, primarily physically, and maybe even have you be their muse for a little bit if they're creative. I was getting like a writer vibe from the journaling card, or someone who's like a singer, writes music, something like that. So they could be trying to make you their muse. We have you have what it takes. So if you've been manifesting the connection, I do see that your manifestation is working. Maybe this is the love potion that you done did all along. And they're finally, showing up and you're seeing results of it. So you do have what it takes. I do see what you're looking for manifesting if that is your energy. And Spirit is also saying you have what it takes to handle the situation in the way that's best for you. Literally just think it through first. As long as you think it through, you'll give yourself quite the advantage to be able to make the decision that's best for you. A lot of times the decisions that we make that aren't in our best interest are just impulsive. So if you can just eliminate the impulsivity and you can think things through a bit, you'll come to a decision that works for you. Don't stress it too much. That's what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the Sunstone and the Golden Reel Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will return back to you in love, who is coming towards you, and why. What will they say? What will they do? What are their true intentions, their love offer, Spirit, for Group 4 with the Sunstone? Please show us who will return back to Group 4 in love. Who is coming towards Group 4? Okay, so right away I'm tapping in and I'm feeling like this is someone who has awareness in their head of how they feel about you, what they, what you mean to them, but it's like their physical vessel is having a hard time breaking through that fourth wall. This could be someone you started off as friends with. We have friends and unavailable. Energy is fluid. This could be vice versa. This could be that this person was in a relationship when you first met, or this could be that you were in a relationship when you first met, or you guys started off as friends and neither party wanted to immediately admit that, that's what you were looking for. Spirit was right away showing me like some sort of dorm or college situation as well. So it's a very specific message for one of you. Maybe you met in college. Friends, it says being friends first, growing into love, or being put in the friend zone. So at some point, this person, Group 4, they may have felt like you friend zoned them, like you rejected them, and that you weren't open to them. Unavailable, it says struggling with intimacy, emotionally aloof, or dating other people. So maybe it wasn't a situation where it's like, okay, you were in a relationship, they were in a relationship 100%. Maybe it's one of those situations where, like the card says, you were dating other people, therefore you were unavailable to each other because neither party was offering full commitment. You were very much so dating. Or maybe someone has resistance towards intimacy, and if there was that resistance there and then like the other party, their love language is physical touch, then that would have been an obstacle for you. So I am picking up on some, things that are legit, things that do matter. Now we have awakening and moving, so that's very interesting to me. Spirit has given this person an awakening, and that's what's moving them towards you. So I wonder if there is a reason that you met this person, or there is some significance to this connection making it so. Spirit is even kind of helping things along now. Awakening, it says opening of the heart, spiritual activation, and twin flame ascension. So if this is your twin flame, this person is ascending. You would see that reflected in their life. This could be a new job. This could be they've moved into a better place. This could be them breaking free from that karmic cycle they were in when you were, closer to them. You would see that reflected, that this person is in a better space. But for some of you, this awakening is triggering them wanting to move forward with you and to expand with you. Moving says moving in together, getting a new home, or moving away. So this person could be feeling like, all right, now that I've ascended on this twin flame journey, I've realized and I acknowledge what was actually holding me back. It was my environment, or it was my friends, it was my family. So I'm suggesting that we go away together, or that we move, or at least I move to get out of that area and then we can reconnect and we can move together, we can move forward, or we can continue to, live separately. Physically, it doesn't have to be like a full-on manifestation of moving in, but we can at least move forward and talk again, and then we don't have to worry about like friends, family, whatever was holding them back themselves. Typically, twin flame is a journey with another person, but that still leads you back to yourself. So it's a personal journey. So maybe they just really feel like they need that separation, that distance from that previous environment. Spirit for group 4. Oof. Yeah, not gonna lie, I am seeing though that this person may have crossed a line with you, or there may have been an official breakup between the two of you. We have rejection and banishment that has come up. So not gonna lie, it seems like you have rejected this person and sent them back to the nether regions where they came from, like sent them back to hell. This person the reject card, it says firm rejection. So this is like very direct, likely a blow to the ego. This person may have actually already tried to connect with you and reach out to you, group 4, and you may have firmly rejected them. And here they are again. I feel like for some of you, that rejection is what caused the ascension or the awakening. And now they're, coming through more than ever. I feel like this person, they experience hardship. They go through that dark night of the soul and then they come back harder. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting now. Banishment, it says severing ties and protection from further injury. So yeah, this person, honestly, they may at a minimum have to really make it up to you. At a maximum, you may be feeling like, you know what, I would rather not. I would rather not move forward with this person. I feel like, I'd rather start over, start fresh with someone else, someone who can offer me something in the present, in the future, moving forward. We got Oath to the Moon and Patience. So if you have been waiting for this person to come around, if you have been waiting for progress in the situation, I do see that. Oath of the Moon, bottom of the card says vows of love. So I do see this person being very direct with you, very forward with you about their feelings. They do have feelings of love for you. It started off as a friendship or a acquaintanceship or a work situation, something that wasn't directly romantically related. It started that way. Either party was unavailable. Maybe you were doing your own thing, dating, got out of a long-term relationship, or was in a relationship that you would have had to, break free from before you can step into it. Or again, this could be on their end. Maybe someone was butthurt and their ego was bruised, seeing the other date other people, so they automatically canceled them and said, I won't be dating this person. But now that there's been some awakenings, especially if you guys really are twin flames, you've likely gone through some awakenings yourself. I just saw 639. So now it's like, you know what? My heart has changed and my mind is a bit more open. So maybe things have been completely mutual, but I do feel like you've had to have patience in this situation. The patience card, it says patience, decence, and self-control. So you've had to be very decent in this situation. This is the Romeo and Juliet oracle, so it has like that older kind of language. Decence in this context is basically talking about not being with anyone else physically, or at least not being with anyone else publicly. So, kind of sparing this person any pain or embarrassment having to see you with someone else, or literally not being with someone else. And honestly, that may have not even had anything to do with them. That may not have been something you did for their benefit, but all for you. Yet here we are. You've had self-control. You've been patient with the situation, and it is now turning in your favor. So if you want to engage in it, that option will at least be here. But if you don't, I can't say I blame you, depending on your situation. Spirit, what's their love offer? What are they saying to group 4 moving forward, and what is their love offer now? Okay. So this person is feeling like they have or they can overcome anything that has held them back up until this point. We got the 7 of Wands, which is a card where you really have to lock in and get to the other side of whatever obstacle you're dealing with. 7 of Wands can be a hard energy to work through. And we got that coming out with the World card here. So this person, I will say, they're showing up and taking accountability. This would mean that as far as like what they're saying to you, they're admitting whatever they did, if they did do something to you, or they're admitting the role that they played in it, or they're reflecting, they're giving you the answers to the questions that you have. Like whatever the missing piece is, whether that's information, communication, whatever it is, I do see them clearing that. And I see you guys getting on the same page because they're being honest. We also have the Hangman reversed, which I actually really love because that's an energy of them not surrendering and putting in that effort. So if this is someone who runs out of energy when they get tired or stops communicating when they get tired, they're showing up in a much better energy when it comes to that. Now we do have the Page of Swords reversed. So I'm also feeling for those of you who this person, like because remember I was saying earlier, like I feel like for some of you, you may have seen this person dating and then you stop talking to them. If that was their energy where they saw like literally they just can't take it, they can't dish it back, they can't take what they dish. If this is a situation where this person like literally pulled back from you because they saw you talking to someone else, not even dating, or saw you on a date, they're admitting that, like, yeah, I saw your story one day and not gonna lie, I crashed out. Like I see them admitting that, Page of Swords reversed, and being honest, and I love that. We got the Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups, you know, so ultimately I feel like there's an ego thing here, and it doesn't even have to do with you directly. For some of you, it can be a life thing where maybe they've been asking the universe for something more, something better. They've been asking the universe to help them level up and help them step into husband, wife, long-term partner position, whatever. But they haven't been matching that energy, or they haven't been showing up as the opposite polarity. You know, they're calling out for a wife, but they're nothing like a husband, or vice versa. Spirit's clocking that tea, and Spirit's not letting up on them. So I kind of love that, because it's like Five of Cups, that can represent external circumstances that are kind of holding you back. It can also represent like your own pessimism, and I feel like Spirit is not entertaining that, and I feel like you're not entertaining that anymore. So it's causing them, Ace of Swords, to continue to move forward. Exactly. Queen of Wands, boss babe energy, Aries energy, strong fire sign energy. That is like, I can do bad all by myself. I got my own money, I got my own situation, my own life, my own friends. Honestly, you have to either add to my life, or you're naturally going to be the oddball out. You're going to, you know, come across as if you're subtracting, because everybody, whether it's friends, family, everybody in my life, in my circle, down to the barista that makes my coffee, is helpful to me, a good friend to me, nice, kind to me. So if my life is like that, to the point where even the person making my coffee got a little pep in their step when they're talking to me, now why in the hell would I let you give me bad vibes and bad energy? Please. You know, so that's what I see. We got the Nine of Wands reversed. I feel like this person is gonna stop resisting and stepping up a bit more, and even if they have a moment where they slip, I very much see you clocking that tea and clocking this person. If it's not clocking to them, I can't help it, I really can't. If it's not clocking to them that you're standing on business, I see you making it, you know, making sure it clocks to them. We have turn on your love light, and there isn't a soul on this planet who does not crave your approval. Ooh, you're a baddie, group 4, showing up in, yeah, Aries energy, very baddie energy, Queen of Wands, that came up before. So honestly, you can take your pick. If you don't want to accept this person, you will have other options that come through. And while you have this, you know, all eyes on you attractive energy, take this time to set some intention and ask for what you want. If you already know that you're not feeling this, so that you can have something even better, more your speed come through sooner rather than later. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.